If you're watching right now, you're probably watching on a replay. But thank you for at least tuning in. Make sure you leave your comment and your reaction, all right? It's July 2nd's episode, so if you didn't get a chance to see it, hopefully you come in live and watch us. So this is getting quick. This is amazing. All right. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this edition of MFers Live. Yes, it's July 2nd, 2018. Ooh, the summer is in full effect. Hello, Suli. How are you? And hello, Petra. Hello. And even Chris. Hello, everybody. Yes. Welcome to this Monday's edition of MFers Live. It's our positive news day. So if you guys didn't get a chance to tune in yesterday, congratulations to all the winners. Yes, I haven't had a chance to put the little congratulations note up. Kind of crawled into bed last night and just been so hot. We've got like so many fans going on. It's still so hot. We are filmed live with Nacho the Cat in studio with us. We do have a live studio audience. Though I do believe he is zonked out. The studio is a little bit warm, and Mr. Chef kind of passed out back there. But he is still with us. So you might hear snoring. If you guys hear snoring, it's Mr. Chef. Yeah, the heat really got to him. But yes, we are live here in the studio. So like I said, hopefully everybody's having a great weekend. School's totally out, so I don't know what kiddies are going to be doing. Hey, Ernie, how are you? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to get your comment and your reaction. Oh, trying to keep cool in the studio. It's actually pretty warm down here. All right, so we're going to start off like we always do. We're going to do some shout-outs. All right, here we go. Grab a little handful here. Oh, that's an extremely small handful. All right, got a couple more. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Drop your handful. All right, so we have Christopher Brockel. There you go, buddy. Then we have Caitlin McCandles. Then we have, of course, Rich Nelson. There you go, buddy. There you go. How's this? We got Timmy Plain, our Joker's on duty. All right, then we got Yvette Prince. And that, this is cheating. This is cheating. All right, so Nacho's pick is going to send all those little positive vibes out, and he's here with us right now. Ernie Stewart. There you go, Ernie. Check that out, buddy. Check that out. Yeah, look. Yeah. You send some positive vibes out to Ernie. Since Ernie's sitting and chilling watching with us, it shouldn't be that hard, buddy. You got this. Take the hoodie off. Oh, I can't. No t-shirt underneath. Like I said, I'm wearing the hoodie. It's actually keeping me a little bit cooler than usual. So, because I know everyone's always bugging me about that because I wear a lot of hoodies throughout the summertime. People are like, oh, you're nuts. Actually, with this, this is like an effing shirt. This is actually really comfortable. This is my Evil Ebenezer shirt. But what it does is when I'm a big guy, right? So I sweat. So when I sweat, it actually cools me down in this. It does. It totally does. All right. So that's why I'm wearing the hoodie in the studio because, come on, got to get the sweat on. Dude, solely dude. All right, but we're going to pull these up. Okay, we're going to pull these up so that we can get our show on the road. Hello, Court. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. All right, here we go. So we're going to go delve right into our good news in history for July 2nd. Yes. So 30 years ago, Michael Jackson became the first artist to have 5 #1 singles from one album when Dirty Diana went to the top of the U.S. charts. The other 4 chart toppers from the LP Bad were the title track I Just Can't Stop Loving You, The Way You Make Me Feel, and Man in the Mirror. And yeah, that's all from his Bad album. It was. I'm assuming that I wear skull cap all year round. You do? All right. So we got more good news in history today. So Vermont became the first American state to abolish slavery. And that was back in 1777. Wow. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 was signed into law by U.S. President Johnson, outlining all segregation on the basis of race. That was in 1964. Huh. North and South Vietnam united after being divided since 1954. So they were divided for 22 years. Wow. Hello, Mary Jane. Thanks for tuning in. So 45 helium balloons and a lawn chair lifted Larry Walters up to the height of 16,000 feet. And that was back in 1982. I wouldn't highly recommend it unless you guys got yourself a parachute, because you always got to be careful going up at that height, right? So Vincent Fox was elected president of Mexico, the first from an opposition party, ending the institutional Revolutionary Party's 71-year reign. 71-year reign. That was back in 2000. So the reign's been ended for about 18 years now. Right on. So Steve Fawcett became the first person to fly solo around the world non-stop in a balloon. That was in 2002. Wow. So India's High Court decriminalized homosexuality, striking down a 150-year colonial ban against gay sex between consenting adults. Wow, that was only like 9 years ago, in 2009. Wow, right on. We have a happy birthday here. Okay. So happy 71st birthday to Larry David. He was a head writer and co-creator of Seinfeld. Starting with a history degree from the University of Maryland, the Brooklyn-raised comedian went on to Seinfeld fame, and later wrote and starred in HBO's Curb Your Enthusiasm. The show's 7th season featured the cast of Seinfeld, returning in a story arc involving Larry's attempt to organize a Seinfeld reunion TV special. And he was born back in 1947. Wow. How's Chris Mike? He is out cold. Yes. The heat has just got to him. Mr. Chef hasn't been doing too well and moving around too much today, ever since his ordeal the other day when he was struck by a car on his longboard. He has no broken bones. We do believe that his wrist may be fractured, but he's been resting and trying to take it easy so he doesn't overwork his arm. But hopefully he'll get a little bit better. Only time will tell. Like I said, still a little bit better. Like I said, he does move around, just not as much. It's like his left side. It's the side that he got hit on. But he's been taking it really easy. I've been helping him out a lot so that he can keep going. But like I said, right now the heat just got to him. I think he's been out for like a good 45 minutes already. I've just kind of left him, let him be, let him relax a little bit. So, but yes, he is here in the studio with us. He's just, like I said, if you guys hear snoring, it's Mr. Chef. All right, and also on this day, back in 1971, Queen performed their first show as a band, featuring Brian May, Roger Taylor, John Deacon, and Freddie Mercury. It was Mercury who suggested the band's name and created the logo, which combined the members' zodiac signs and appeared on all of the Queen LPs. That's pretty cool. And on this day in 2005, Live 8 concerts rocked 10 cities, including London, Philadelphia, Paris, Berlin, Johannesburg, Rome, and Moscow, designed to put pressure on G8 countries to address poverty and debt in Africa. Hundreds of millions of people saw the Bob Geldof-produced events in person, on TV or online. As a result, 5 days later, the G8 leaders pledged to double levels of aid to poor nations from $25 to $50 billion by the year of 2010. So included in the all-star lineups were Pink Floyd. We reunited with former bassist, vocalist, and lyricist Roger Waters for the first time in over 24 years. U2 was there, Paul McCartney, Madonna, Chris Martin, Dave Matthews, Stevie Wonder, Will Smith, and even Robin Williams, covering Queen's "We Will Rock You." And they have DVD sets are available. Hello, Timmy. Thanks for tuning in. Hello, Ashley. Hello, everybody. Like I said, today is our positive news day, so we're going to try to get in there and start reading our positive news for everybody. But I'm glad that we can actually do this now. I can share directly to the MFers Live Facebook page again, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. It is on our Facebook page. And now we're going to tweet it off to our Twitter page as well. Technology goes a little bit slower these days. Still hasn't caught up to the original MF yet, but maybe one day. Maybe. Hello, Bunny. Thanks for tuning in. All right. So let's see what we got here. We have so much that we haven't even had a chance to read yet. All right. So let's see how far back should we go. Okay, we read that one. Ooh, okay. Maybe we can do that one. You know, we're gonna do this one. This one's I can even go back even further. Yeah. This is awesome. All right, so let's see. Okay. So we're gonna read this one. This is a sweet one. It's almost like a romantic one. It is. All right, so. All right, so his love for her is deep. So he proposed to her underwater at the Great Barrier Reef. There may be plenty of other fish in the sea, but not for Lawrence Tufnell, which is why he orchestrated a very special proposal for his longtime girlfriend. 29-year-old Tufnell recently popped the question to 25-year-old Jasmine Robertson when they were both on an underwater tour of the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. So as the Perth couple was on a metal walkway overlooking the reef in Queensland, Tufnell turned to Robertson and pulled out the ring that had been secured inside the pocket of his swimming trunks. Their diving instructor then holds up a sign behind Turtle saying, "Jasmine Robertson, will you marry me?" So Graham Tufnell indicated that she could simply give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. That's all she could do. A thumbs up or a thumbs down. They're underwater, right? Needless to say, she gave the thumbs up. Tufnell says that he chose the unique proposal spot because he and Jasmine had gone diving for their first date there 6 years ago. He says, "We had done a lot of diving in the past, so when the idea came to me, I knew it would have to be something special." Jasmine had no idea what was going on. I told her we were going underwater to see the reef, so she didn't know about all the planning that went behind the scenes. And you guys can actually watch the video, and they are underwater. They are. They've got the head, like this big, huge head piece on, so they can breathe, right? And yeah, they're on a metal thing, and he is sitting and proposing. There is YouTube video on this, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I'm glad that we're able to post this right to the MFers live Facebook page, so you guys can always go check it out right away. And like I said, there is a YouTube video on there for you guys to check out, and that's the proposal. That was cool. That is really cool. That is, and you know what? It's always cool. It is. Some of the unique ways that some people have come up to propose to others. I've been married twice. So I've proposed 3 times, but I've tried to make mine romantic, I guess. The second one wasn't really as romantic. The first one kind of was. I kind of proposed like in the middle of downtown Guelph. Really, yeah. Hey, Chris, how you doing? And everyone was just like, hey, you want to get married? If I asked you to marry me in 3 weeks, would you? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, we're getting married in 3 weeks. It wasn't really much of a proposal. But that was really nice. It's something that they're both into, and she wasn't expecting it. He put a lot of planning behind it. It was pretty cool that the instructor had a sign behind him. All she could do was give a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and she gave the thumbs up. So congratulations to that couple. This is romantic. This is awesome. All right, so what else we got here? Hey, Chris, how you doing, brother? Okay, I'm going to have to read this one. You guys got to check this one out. Okay, if you need a good laugh, you got to watch this because it's the cutest thing it is. All right. So it says, if you need a laugh, watch a sassy daughter scold her father for not putting the toilet seat down. All right, kids say the darndest things, but this no-nonsense youngster is speaking up for all the folks who've accidentally flopped on a toilet when the seat was up. So 3-year-old Bradley Ray Hayes, that's a pretty name, did not hesitate to give her father Jeremiah a thorough talking to about his habit of not returning the toilet seat to the proper position. In a video that was recorded by the bemused father, Bradley delivers an exasperated lecture on why it's important to put the seat back down for the girls. And it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a short little story, but it's cute. It is. You guys got to definitely check it out. Hey, Ken and Kelly, how are you guys doing? You guys won a couple prizes last night. Yeah, you did. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to yet. Like I said, with the heat, I just zonked out last night. But I will get the congratulations post up, and I'll make sure that everybody is tagged in it for sure. What is this? Okay. Okay, come on. Work. There we go. So want to work. Technology, work with me. All right, there we go. So like I said, the video is shared to the MFers Live Facebook page, so you guys can always go check it out. And like I said, you guys want a good laugh, just please go check that. It is funny. It is. She does. She gets good scolding to her dad and explaining why the toilet sheet should be left down. Well, why he should put it back down after he's done using it. Like his boyfriend minister didn't get home until 1 a.m. Ooh, wow. Hello, Tamara. Look, see, we got people who want prizes all popping in. And yes, Tamara, you won a prize as well. I know you guys are like, what? What did I win? I'm going to leave you guys on the brink of wondering, okay? Because like I said, right after the show, I will make sure I go tag everybody in the picture of the prize that they won. All right, so after the show, give it about, start right away, right after the show. Okay, 10 minutes after the show, I'd be totally done tagging everybody in it. So make sure you guys keep an eye out on your notifications. I know it's all good. It's all good. All right, so what else we got here? We got a whole bunch. I'm going to switch these around. Jesus, should have just brought a water jug. It sat right here. It's so warm in the studio. It is. Okay, see here. We have a new family of enzymes. Ooh. All right, so we actually have a new family of enzymes that could transform common plant waste into fuel and biodegradable plastic. So scientists have discovered a new family of enzymes that could pave the way to converting plant waste into sustainable and high-value products, such as fuel, nylon, plastics, and chemicals. The discovery was made by members of the same UK-US enzyme engineering team that back in April improved a plastic digesting enzyme, a potential breakthrough for the recycling of plastic waste. The new enzymes can directly act on the building blocks of lignin, one of the main components of plants, which scientists have been trying for decades to break down effectively. Hello, Christina. Hello, Jamie. Hello, everybody. Yes, hello. Well, like I said, welcome to this edition of MFers Live. It's Monday, so it's our positive news days. Yes. Like I always say, don't forget to get your comment and your reaction there for August's prizes. You never know. Yeah, we're on the 2nd. There's no prizes donated yet, but you never know. Trust me, we ended up getting like 30 prizes within the first couple weeks of the show. So always, guys, make sure you guys stay tuned to see what pops up. Hello, Lydia. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so what is this? So enzymes are biological catalysts that can form incredible reactions, breaking down some of our toughest natural and man-made polymers, said Professor McGeehan of the University of Portsmouth. So to protect their sugar-containing cellulose, plants have evolved a fastuously complicated material called lignin that only a small selection of fungi and bacteria can actually tackle. However, lignin represents a vast potential source of sustainable chemicals. So if we can find a way to extract and use those building blocks, we can actually create great things. So lignin acts as a scaffolding in plants and is central to water delivery. It provides strength and also defense against pathogens. So that's pretty cool. It is. Hello, Cal. How are you? Did I go too far? Oh, no. Here we go. Okay. So it's an amazing material, Professor McGee said. Cellulose and lignin are among the most abundant polymers on Earth. The success of plants is largely due to the clever mixture of these polymers to create lignocellulose, a material that is challenging to digest. So the research team found a way of releasing a key bottleneck in the process of breaking down lignin to its basic chemicals. The result The results provide a route to making new materials and chemicals, such as nylon, bioplastics, and even carbon fiber, from what has previously been just known as a waste product. The discovery also offers additional environmental benefits as well. Creating products from lignin reduces our reliance on oil to make everyday products and offers an attractive alternative to burning them, which would help reduce the CO2 emissions. Hello, Verna. Thanks for tuning in. So Sam Allison, a student in structural biology at the university and first author on the page, long-standing phrase, you can make anything out of lignin except money, by harnessing the power of enzymes. Okay. So the enzyme is a new class of cytochrome P450, and it is promiscuous, meaning it's able to work on a wide range of molecules. Dr. Beckham said the new cytochrome P450 enzyme can degrade a lot of different lignin-based substrates. So that's good because it means that can actually be engineered to be a specialist for a specific molecule. We can evolve it further to push it in a certain direction. So the group is, we now have one of the most well-known, versatile, engineerable, and evolvable classes of enzymes ready to go on a foothold for biotechnology to move forward and make the enzyme better. The group is now working together to discover and evolve even faster enzymes for turning lignin into high-value, sustainable products. The study was published in Nature Communications. And yes, of course, the link is right there at the bottom, ladies. If you guys want to check more into it, it is right there at the bottom of the page. Okay, so we're going to, hopefully this will work. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got it working again. Okay, so it is off onto the MFers Live Facebook page, ladies and gentlemen, so you guys can always go check it out there. And we are going to tweet it off as well to our Twitter page. All right, there it is. All right, so like I said, hopefully everybody's having a great weekend so far. I know Nacho's been excited. No, we didn't go see the fireworks, but we actually had some of our MFers sending us in videos. We had several people also going live. Going live at the festivities as well. And of course, they're all beautiful. They are. We were thinking of going out. We were. But the fireworks was making Medic go nuts. So we were kind of trying to sit there and keep him calm. And like I said, right after the show last night, I just zonked out. But I did get to see, like I said, a lot of videos of the fireworks. And maybe next year we'll go down. Maybe. Like I said, we are into like our taller years now. We're into our second year. So we're now taking the bigger steps. But it's to get us the internet connection. To be able to go live out in like at parks and stuff, because we do travel. We are willing to travel, but we can only travel with wherever we can get a connection. We do not have data sticks yet, which we're working on. I think once we get those data sticks, we'll be able to do a lot more outdoor MFers Live to try to bring everybody outside, especially in the summertime. It's always great. All right, so we're going to it's a bear cub. That's you cute. All right. So orphaned bear cub with burnt paws actually rescued from Colorado wildfires. So dry, hot, and windy weather conditions have fed a dozen wildfires across Colorado, forcing the safe evacuation of thousands of homes in the west and south. But one furry resident barely made it out. Firefighters spotted a bear cub wandering alone in a burned-out area north of Durango. With no sign of her mother. So the cub suffered several severe burns to its feet, according to the Colorado Parks and Wildlife staff who have been treating the animal, estimated to be about 4 to 5 months old, at the Fresco Creek Wildlife Facility near Del Norte. So when the bear was brought in, I wasn't sure if it was going to make it, said Michael Soroshman, manager of the facility. But she's responding very well to treatment, and by winter, we believe we'll be able to return her to the wild. Well, that's pretty awesome. Let's see here. Firefighters working on the massive 416 fire, which burned 47,000 acres of national forest, but it's only 37% contained as of Saturday morning. So, you guys got to keep, since they kept an eye on the bear for a couple of days, but didn't see a mother bear nearby. So Matt Thorpe, area wildlife manager in Durango, then made the decision to send the bear to Fresco Creek to determine if it could be treated. It says, we weren't optimistic at first, Thorpe said. It probably hadn't eaten in a couple of days, but it had survived on its own. So we wanted to be able to give it a chance. And yes, there's more. That is awesome. Nick Boss, how you doing? Oh, we even got Sarah. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Hello, Angie. Oh, that means hi, Scarlett. How are you, little one? Yes, let's see. We got the little MFers tuning in. Oh, nice. And yes, how the cub became separated from its mother is still unknown. But sources speculate that, as is common with most wildlife species, the mother placed the cub in a safe place, but was unable to return. One concern about treating bears for injuries is that they could become habituated to humans, which in turn can makes them unfit to return to the wild. So consequently, Scrushman and his staff have set up Frisco Creek so that the bears have almost no contact with humans. In the case of the injured cub, it must be anesthetized every treatment. And when it wakes up, the humans must be gone. Okay, so it's basically got to knock them out so they can treat them and then, let them wake up and there's no humans in sight. So this way they can return the bear back to the wild where they belong. Hello, Loretta. Hello, Daniel. What's this? Whoop, whoop from True Juggalos 2.0. Yeah, whoop, whoop. All right, guys, that's awesome. Hello, Christopher. How you doing, brother? There's some more to the story, guys. Oh, yeah. It says, we have good luck returning young bears to the wild, he said. The bear is being fed a liquid milk replacement that imitates the milk of a sow. So it's also receiving solid food. Shushman estimated that the bandaging the feet will continue for up to a month. After the feet are healed, it will be placed into an enclosure with 4 other cubs currently at the facility. The bears will grow and fatten up throughout the summer and fall. While no decisions have been made about how the bears will be released, it's likely that after they begin to hibernate in late fall, Colorado wildlife officials will build a den close to the area where the bears were found. Responding to the natural hibernation cycle, the bears will emerge in the spring of 2019, probably by April. The fires are also affecting communities across the state with smoke-inducing towns as far as 100 miles away. One employee at a Conoco gas station in Pueblo told Good News Network, the smoke has been really bad. A friend of mine had ashes falling all over his car. So hopefully they will be able to contain those fires. And hopefully before the bears can get back out there. Because if that fire's still going, at that time, I don't think there's going to be a home they can put up there. But yeah, they'll probably have them up by then to have it all fixed. And it's usually the dry areas that you see a lot of wildfires start. But usually in winter, you don't usually see them. Not usually. Because you got the snow on the ground and everything else and the coolness. All right, so we're going to tweet this off as well. And the bear is so cute. It is. And I feel bad because they have... it's a cute little bear. It is, ladies and gentlemen. You guys definitely got to check out this story. It's a little cute little bear. You just want to go and pet. You just want to pet the picture. You did. Just pet the picture. But they've got his paws all bandaged up because I guess a severe burn. Walking around a burning forest would kind of damage their poor paws. See, we're always looking to help one another. It's great. All right, so okay, so I'm gonna have to. Oh yeah, I saw that one. That was real cute. Okay, I'm gonna read this one first. Okay, but before I read, we're gonna do another round of shout outs. Since you guys have sent all that positive vibes out to Ernie, we'll go a couple minutes. And we're gonna do some more shout outs and see what name Nacho can get. All right, let's see. Here we go. Got a little handful here, so you guys can see. For the follower, I dropped one. Okay, so I'll be the first one to read out. Okay. All right, so we got Payta. There you go, Payta. Payta was actually in here earlier. We have MJ Go Forth. There you go, MJ. I know MJ was in here earlier too. Look, we got another one for Pita. Another one for Pita. Look, and then we got another one of our good friends, Mike Kilberry. There you go, brother. Then we got, I know she was in here earlier, Angie Doyle. And then, of course, we have Rich Nelson. And then, I know she's on vacation. I can't wait to hear back from her. She got some more of that footage done for us. Leah Dubrick from the Spiritual Detectives. Yeah. All right, and then we also have Brian Keith Volke. It's one of my little brothers. Okay, I gotta steal this one, Nacho. It's okay. I know he was here. Okay, there. Okay, you want to go send us some positive vibes to Brian, brother. Hello, Kim. Thanks for tuning in. It's always great to see everybody. Like I said, today is our Positive News Day. It's where we're going to be sitting and reading positive stories from around the world. And because we haven't really read positive stories much in the past few days, because we've been doing all other things, we've had guests in, and it's been pretty cool. We do have a whole bunch of positive stories that we can catch up on. It's pretty awesome. All right. So this one is it's actually from yesterday. Basement inventor uses long-buried device to help neighbor breathe during a power outage. Well, that's pretty cool. So when a storm knocked out the power in this Iowa town, Harold McClure might have been in dire straits, and if not been for his inventive neighbor. So McClure's health issues require him to be hooked up to an oxygen tank 24 hours a day. But when his house lost electricity earlier this week, his tanks only had enough power to last just for a few hours. So luckily, his neighbor, Joe Gazelle, is a tinkerer. Yes. So a few years ago, Gazelle had created a contraption that generated electricity when attached to a lawnmower. After being untouched for almost half of a decade, the inventor dug out the device and started it up. And it ran like a charm, providing emergency power for a neighbor in need. It sat for the last 5 years, and it hadn't been ran. And to my surprise, as I was hoping it would, it performed just like it did when we developed our prototypes years ago. It's what Gazelle told Who TV. It's still there running right now and getting the oxygen bottles filled back up for him. So Gazelle's device was able to power McClure's oxygen tanks until lights were restored in their Indiana neighborhood. That is pretty awesome. And they do have an interview there with him. And see, one person's innovative eyes. You know, he created something, and he did. He created something about, say, 5 years ago, did prototypes, and it just sat there. It's what it did. It sat there for about 5 years. And so I always say life kind of has a really funny way of working itself out. Because that little invention that he came up with 5 years later, he was able to use, and it was in, something he needed to be able to help out somebody, and it totally worked. Okay, here we go. We're going to tweet this in as well. We still got time to do more stories. I really was going to. Okay, so. Okay, I'm going to read this. It's so cute. It is. Actually, I watched the video to this. And I'm recommending for everybody to check out the video too. It's you can watch a heroic pup who's been trained to perform CPR on police officers. So we've rarely seen a cuter hero than Poncho the pup. Poncho is a police dog who has been trained to perform CPR on officers who may be experiencing symptoms of cardiac arrest. So Poncho's employers, the municipal police of Madrid, recently uploaded a video of their furry companion completing a training round of CPR with one of their officers who was imitating a medical emergency. So seconds after the officer collapses, Poncho bounds onto the scene and starts conducting chest compressions by bouncing his weight on the man's torso. Then the little canine rests his muzzle on the officer's neck so he can check for a pulse. After a few more rounds of compressions, the officer finally revives himself and gives Poncho a well-deserved treat. The police department ended the caption of their video by using an apt quotation from John Billings saying, "The dog is the only being in the world that will love you more than you love yourself." That's the cool thing about having puppies. Come on, Medic just adores everybody, and he does. And it's totally true. The dog will definitely love you more than you can love yourself. So, like I said, guys, if you guys have a hard time ever like loving yourself and you're always putting yourself down, go get yourself a pup. It will. I'm telling you right now, that dog will show you such compassion that you're not going to help but to love yourself too. It is. It's pretty cool. And now that the doggy, and it's so cute. It's just a little puppy. They do have. It is a. They tweeted it, but the video is there, so you guys can check it out for yourself. Like I said, I watched it off Facebook when I first saw it. Before it actually came on the same day, but I saw it on Facebook and I watched the video on there. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can check the video out on here, and it is the cutest thing ever. And I know, you look at it, you're like, oh, this is so cute. But this dog's actually being trained. And it's pretty cool because it's about, chest compressions. And, you see the puppy, literally using its front paws and its weight to do chest compressions. And I didn't really notice it at first because I thought, they were doing, it's kind of like a imitation of CPR. But the dog actually places their muzzle right here on your neck. And it's not to do CPR. They use their muzzle to look for a beat, a pulse in your neck. Usually we check the wrists or we'll check up here, we use our fingers or whatever to check for pulses. They use their muzzles, and it's really cool how they're able to use their muzzles to actually find the pulse, and if they don't find one, they keep doing the compressions. And that's pretty amazing. And the doggy's name is Poncho. It's cute. All right, so what else here? What else we got here? So here's one. Okay, this is our little MFers. Okay, this 12-year-old, big sexy. What's up, brother? All right, so this is actually dated from yesterday. A German 12-year-old boy plants 1 million trees. Takes over UN program to plant 1 trillion more. Yeah. So the world is a lot greener thanks to this 20-year-old and his army of climate ambassadors who have pledged to plant trees and use youth power to avert climate change. So ever since he was 9 years old, Felix Finkbeiner has been an international figurehead for saving the planet. In 2007, the German youngster founded a global youth movement called Plant for the Planet, an initiative that trains and recruits kids from around the world to plant trees as a means of combating climate change. So since its creation, the movement has already made significant progress with the help of over 100,000 youth between the ages of 9 and 12. And he planted his 1 millionth tree in Germany when he was just 12 years old. So alongside the Paris Agreement, Finkbeer's campaign is a formidable defense of the planet. So his speeches as a preteen to the European Parliament and to the United Nations General Assembly inspired kids from over 90 countries to join his coalition, saying forests are not only the livelihood of billions, but for us children, forests are our future. The UN then handed over to Felix the leadership of its billion tree program, which was inspired by the Kenyan Nobel Peace Prize winning activist Wangari Maathai, whose Greenbelt movement planted 30 million trees in Africa. Oh, excuse me. Wow. So he's actually enlarging the program, transforming it from the billion tree program to a 1 trillion tree campaign. An audience international grassroots effort to do exactly that. Plant 1 trillion trees within the next 30 years. So just for some perspective, there are currently about 3 trillion trees alive in the world today. So planting 1 trillion more would be an incredible increase. That's roughly about 150 trees for every person on Earth, according to the National Geographic. Children could plant 1 million trees in every country on Earth and offset CO2 emissions of all on their own, while adults are still talking about doing it, says Frickberg. His motto, stop talking, start planting, suggests the same sentiment. The campaign is working in collaboration with organizations such as the World Wildlife Fund and the Wildlife Conservation Society to meet the ambitious goal. So the Campeche province of Mexico is already staging ground for Finkberger's no-nonsense motto, plant for the planet. Recently bought 33,300 acres. That's about 13,500 hectares in the area, and they plan to plant 10 million trees by 2020. So that's two years. Within the next 2 years, that's going to be pretty awesome. Other countries have their own plans for reforestation too. One province in Pakistan has planted 1 billion trees. China is creating forests as big as Ireland. A group of African countries, Ethiopia, Niger, Mali, etc., are reforesting degraded land. India recently smashed the world record for planting the most amount of trees in a single day. And Latin American nations are signing on to the reforestation efforts in the Amazon as well. So all of these combined initiatives offer great hope for the planet. But organizations aside, Finkberger is a textbook example of what we can do on an individual level to save the planet if we just stop talking and start planning. And that's why I always say, that's why, yes, he is 20 years old right now. Okay, so he's just a normal MFer. Okay, but he started off when he was like 9. He planted his 1 millionth tree when he was 12 years old. So as a little MFer, he had this idea. And he ran with this idea, and this idea is becoming something really big. And as like a little MFer, he started it off. And like I said, the UN handed over the tree planting program to him, and that's pretty awesome. Hello, Leah. Thanks for coming back. It's always great to see you, dear. Always, always, always. All right, so we're going to share this off as well. Let's see. We got a bunch more positive stories here to go on. Because I was actually just immersed in one before we went live. It's kind of like a little bit of a space nut here. Like I always do, I do mention Bill Nye, the science guy. I do. Why did it post twice? I don't know. But there we go. We shared that. Okay, so there we go. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, so that's the new planet being born. Okay, we're gonna do this one. Young boy. This is another little effort. And see, it's all about dogs. It's great. So young boy sells all his toys to care for a service dog who helped save his life. So a 10-year-old boy is going above and beyond to save the dog who has spent the last 4 years looking after him. So Copper the Doberman is Connor Jane's service and emotional support dog. In December of 2017, the pup developed a limp, which turned out to be Wobbler's disease. Wow. So diagnosing and treating Wobbler's disease is expensive. But when Connor heard that his furry companion needed help, he cleaned out his entire toy room to host a garage sale and to help pay for the treatment. The youngster even sold lemonade and treats to make a few extra bucks. He went and cleaned out his entire playroom because that's what he wanted, Connor's mom, Jennifer, told Inside Edition. He's just that type of kid. So he said the dog was more important than any toys. And this is what she added. This is not the first time that Copper and Connor have been there for each other either. Connor struggles with PTSD, anxiety, and chronic headache disorder. He's also been diagnosed with nocturnal seizures as a result of Copper's watchful eye. 2 years ago, Jennifer was awoken by the sound of Copper barking outside of the boy's bedroom, insisting that she open it. When she finally went in to check in on her son, she found that he was having a nocturnal seizure. So nothing had shown up on any of his studies of neurological reports, as nocturnal seizures are the hardest to diagnose, said Jane. It happened again a few weeks later, and I was able to catch it on camera to show the neurologist and get my son on the proper medication. So he is completely managed for seizures at this time, thanks to our protector and faithful companion. So additionally, Copper helps Connor with his anxiety attacks by laying on top of the boy like a weighted blanket. So since the family started a GoFundMe campaign to help pay for Copper's treatment, the page has surged past its original goal and raised almost $18,000. So it might be pretty safe to say that Copper has a good fighting chance for the future, thanks to his adoring family and friends. Hi, Bryce. How are you doing? Hey, Lady T's in with us too. Hello, hello, hello. All right, so we're going to share this off. That's pretty cool. Let's see a little MFers. See little MFers and a dog. See? I know. And you know what? I'm not the big, huge dog person either. I've always been the ferret guy, but I always recommend dogs are great to have. If you have anxiety or anything else, they will be your true friends till the end. And they're amazing animals. And like I said, I've learned a little bit more about them, and I kind of feel bad. I do. I kind of feel bad when if you have a dog, and you go out, they don't know the difference of time. Okay, they don't know the difference between, like, say, a couple days to a couple minutes. So every time, if you own a dog, okay, every time you go to leave, the dog just instantly starts thinking that you're not coming back. So always make sure, if you have a dog, before you leave, always reassure your puppy that you're coming back. You will be there. Give them a little bit of less anxiety, right? All right, so let's see here. So we got quite a few more stories here. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to read this one because I've actually been reading about a bunch of stories lately, and there's actually been several young people out there that we've lost recently. A gentleman who we just lost recently at the age of 29. Lost his battle with addiction. And there's a lot of addictions that's going on around the world. And, some of us don't notice it, and some of us do. You just got to reach out. And sometimes those people aren't reaching out, that we have to reach out ourselves. So always remember, yes, I do sit there and tell everyone that, if you have a hard time, reach out to me. But always remember, I'm always reaching out there as well. I'm always reaching to help out my fellow man. It's just what I do. So this one is from today. So a town's compassionate approach actually cuts rates of overdose by more than half. So at the state to adopt it. So for years, the city of Huntington, West Virginia, experienced a steady climb in drug overdoses. When it finally came to a T in 2014, the town launched a compassion-based outreach program that has cut the rate of overdoses by more than half in less than 1 year. So the Quick Response Team, also known as QRT, is a rotating group of paramedics, mental health specialists, and police officers who check up on overdose survivors within 72 hours of their overdose. The team has found that when addicts and troubled patients are visited by city officials who express concern over their predicament, they are more likely to get better and seek treatment because they feel that someone cares. So the first responders are having people say to them, this is the first time that someone has cared enough to come and do this. You saved my life. Thank you. This is what healthcare worker Karen Yost told the Christian Science Monitor. Now they're beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel. The program has had such a stunning effect on the city that the state recently approved of a bipartisan bill to implement the initiative in a 4-year pilot program across West Virginia. So Huntington officials hope that their treatment model will soon be implemented across the country as well. If we find a way to be able to defeat this here, Mayor Steve Williams told the CSM, then that becomes a standard that can be utilized certainly throughout the rest of the state. The nation will be able to follow. And yeah, that's sometimes all you need, like if you know anybody that's had an overdose, seriously, stay in contact with them. Let them know that you care, okay? Because there's many aspects that can go into, what? Okay, that was just weird. Okay, I just got kicked out of my own show. I got kicked out of watching my own show, ladies and gentlemen. That was just funny. All right, see if we can find us here again. Okay, wait. Is this us? Yes, okay. The second, there we go. Okay, we're still going. I hope we're still going. No, it won't let me play, but I'm still recording. I'm still live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am still live here. If I don't react to your comment, please post again, because it will not let me in to watch. It will not let me in to watch my MFers Live, believe it or not. All right, we're going to try this again. We'll try this once more. Okay, so we're going to tweet this off as we try to find our show. All right, so we'll tweet this off. Go back here. What else we got here? All right, so I think I got it. Yes, I think I'm. Nope, it cut me off again. All right, like I said, I do believe I'm still live, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm really sorry if you guys get kicked out because I just got kicked out. I did. But I'm going to keep reading some stories here. So, okay, this is a really good one too. All right, so 3 young men. This is actually posted from earlier today. 3 young men become heroes after saving a blind man who fell on a subway track. So 3 young men, two of whom have not been identified, are being hailed as heroes as they saved a blind man who had fallen onto the set of the subway tracks last week. So after witnessing the rescue on Thursday afternoon, Julie Cangelia wrote about the incident on Facebook. So according to Cangelia, she had been standing at the Broadview subway station in Toronto when she heard a sound that gave her the fright of her life. When my subway car pulled up, I heard a faint voice call out, "Help! Help me, please," writes Cangelia. It wasn't coming from anyone in the car, and after hearing it again, I stood up and looked out on the platform. Suddenly and very quickly, I saw a man with a walking cane lying on the tracks. The man was blind, and he had fallen onto the rails below. Thankfully, 3 bystanders leapt into action. Without hesitation, 24-year-old Kyle Buskeen jumped onto the tracks, and with the help of 2 other men on the platform, they were able to hoist the blind man to safety. They were all just in shock, looking at him, hoping and praying a train wouldn't come. Camila told the CBC News. It was probably all within less than a minute, but it seemed like hours. Knowing that the worst thing possible could happen, and it was out of everybody's control. It was really just the most frightening thing that I've ever seen, Shannon. Though the other 2 men have not come forward, Buskeen says that he wouldn't have been able to rescue the endangered commuter without their help. So paramedics reportedly escorted the injured man to the hospital so he could be treated for minor injuries. So she didn't know that was a Facebook page. Yeah, and there is the pictures there and even the link. You can see the 3 men exhausted from, and yes, they did. They jumped right onto the tracks and helped this blind man up onto the platform. And it was very good that, because, hey, they could have all been down there and the train could have came and something tragic could have happened. But they're able to jump down there and, like I said, give aid to the gentleman, and he lived. They all lived. That's pretty cool. That is. All right, so, all right, this doesn't want to let me in. I don't know why. All right, so see if we can find. All right. Let's see here. This one. If it wants to load, we might be able to get one more in here. All right. Okay. Yes. Okay. So I got time for this one. Okay. This is all about love, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. All right. So new chance at love. And it's from today, yes. A new chance at love for a woman who woke up from a coma to find that she has a second husband. Yeah, so imagine waking up from a deep sleep only to find that you have been in a long-term marriage with a man who you don't know. That's exactly what happened to Angela Hartong 5 years ago. Angela had been crossing an intersection in New York City when she was hit by a car. So after spending 1 month in a coma, she woke up with no recollection of the previous 15 years of her life. She thought that she was still married to her first husband, even though he had died some time ago. She thought that her kids were still young, even though they had both grown up into young adults. Additionally, she did not remember anything about her second husband, Jeff. Despite the heartache that came from being a stranger to his spouse, Jeff persisted against their strange circumstances. He lined the walls of their home with photographs and happy memories. And then he courted his own wife until she fell in love with him all over again. And even though some people might disagree, Jeff believes the whole experience was a blessing in disguise. I honestly believe that this happened for a reason, Jeff told the CBS News. How many times have we said, I wish I could go back and do something over again? And I've got to do that. To top off the emotional love story, Jeff and Angela got to renew their wedding vows in Central Park earlier this month. And there is a video, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can check it. The video below is their international, to the international viewers that can watch the heartwarming clip of the CBS News website. And that is, it's really, that would be kind of hard on one person, it would, waking up in a coma and not remembering like 15 years of her life. And, it'd be hard on her, because like not knowing and having to, be told that, her husband died and her kids are grown up. It'd be a little shocking on a person, it would be. But it'd be shocking on the other person's part as well, because she didn't remember anything about it. But he did. Instead of, being forceful about things, he, like I said, they filled the house with pictures of memories and stuff, which is really awesome. But he courted his wife. He did, and that's really romantic. Courted her again until she fell in love with him again, and that was awesome. And then they got to sit and renew their vows. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting to the end of our time. I have no idea if anybody else has been commenting since I got kicked out. The laptop froze. So I'm sorry if I didn't get to respond to anybody's comments that are posted. Really, truly sorry about that. But we are getting to the end of our time. All right, it is our Positive News Day, so make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. We will have all of our facts. Yes, we're going to definitely be seeing how Maester Chef is doing, because he's our fact finder. He's the one that goes in and gets all of our facts for every Tuesday and Thursday. It's pretty awesome. But yes, thank you for myself and from Nacho, and of course, Maester Chef. And everybody else who's connected with MFers Live, thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us. All right, so to the one out there that I know that you do watch, you may not comment, you may not react, but always remember it's your time, all right? And I want all my MFers to know I love each and every last single one of you. I do. I totally do. I can't express it enough how much I love all my MFers. I do. Like I said, if you guys go check out my personal Facebook profile pic, it's a video, and it's all for all my MFers. I designed that little character up. I designed that little video up. I posted it there, and I hope you guys all enjoy it. Because I do. I love all my MFers. Because without you, MFers Live wouldn't be where it is. We wouldn't have had some of the cool things we've done. Okay, we've had our own Christmas party. We've had our own birthday bash. We've gone and hosted a hip hop artist tour show. That's pretty awesome. And like I said, we have many, many more things coming. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, get your comments on there. I want to know what everybody thinks. Come on, I have 515 followers of MFers Live. Okay, 515. I want to hear your guys' opinion on what you guys think we should do about maybe a possible MFers Live barbecue charity event this year. All right, it's pinned to the top of the page, so definitely let me know, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, if you're watching me live right now or you're watching me on a replay, okay, always remember, okay, if you can't see it yourself, like I said, tune in right now while I'm live. Or, like I said, go watch the end of my shows. And if that's still not good enough, reach out to me. I will personally say it to you myself, okay? okay? Because I believe in it, okay? And I believe in each and every last single one of you. And I just want all you guys to know, always remember that you matter, because you know what? You do. Okay, and I know the people get in there. I've been there myself, okay? And I know you'll sit there and go, it doesn't matter. I don't matter. Trust me. You do matter, okay? You may not realize it, but you really matter, okay? And you always matter to at least one person out there. You guys all matter to me. Okay, I love each of you out there, okay? And I want to see all you guys. I want to see you guys grow with us, okay? You guys have helped out our facade become where it is, and without you guys, we'd be just going nowhere. And we're going all over the place. And it's because of each and every single one of you. So, like I said, always remember, ladies and gentlemen, that you matter, okay? And you do. Okay, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Remember, same MF for time. Same MF for tomorrow, all right? Tune in tomorrow for our, well, it's not positive. We got our positivity every day. But make sure you guys tune in for our tea time tomorrow. It's our facts, all right? So you guys, see you guys all tomorrow, all right? And in the words of Bill Nye, the science guy, let's help save this world. And I believe the best way to help save this world is by living with a little bit of peace, love, and positivity. I think it can go a long way.